Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, today in the arena. Put the kids in the other room really quick. Mute the TV, pause, send them away. I might say a dirty word. It has come to my attention that I, Go Vert, Go Blue, the one in best of one, have been a little bit of a, how do you put it? I've been a little yeah. Not great. Not great. Getting all tilted by mono white. Unacceptable. What would the old CGB have done? The old CGB would have designed a deck so vile and disgusting that mono white would just be like bleeding in the street. Miserable, painful, dying, dead. The real CGB would have destroyed that opponent, not gone around whining about it. So that's what we're doing today. We're getting back to the classic CGB that you know and revile with blue-black torture control. We're gonna drag any creature deck that dares come near us right through the mud. We have some tools for the non-creature decks, but we're really out here to make absolutely sure that you don't get completely run over by the aggro decks by having plenty of removal. Our win cons are going to be planeswalkers. We've just got a splattering of planeswalkers. We got Kaido, we got Sorin, we've got Alulth, we've got this Katos the Silent Spider, and that's where my favorite win cons come in. My favorite win cons are the ones that aren't in our deck. They're in the opponent's deck. So Katos the Silent Spider has a wall of text that basically means you get to cranial extract them, take all the copies out of their deck if you exile it from the graveyard on the ETB, and you get to cast one of those copies for free. So in a recent game, I exiled a Blood on the Snow from the graveyard. It took all the Blood in the Snows out of the opponent's deck, and I got to cast a Blood on the Snow if I wanted to. Ended up not needing to, but part of the idea was you just take away their best thing. Their number one guy. It's got to go. Or their number one whatever. It's got to go. We also have 4 copies of Siphon Insight to take more things from our opponents and hopefully use them against them. This is what lets us get away with playing a very low counterspell count in a control deck with Test of Talents, Negate, and Disdainful Stroke as counterspells, but hopefully when we play against a counterspell heavy deck, we're going to steal a few, and that's going to be awesome. We also have 2 copies of Check for Traps as Hullbreaker Horror removal, as well as I think a card like this is just useful. Duress is not bad, but I like to be sure I'm going to hit someone with Check for Traps. We don't have a ton of new cards, but this deck did originally start being built around March of Sorrow. We have 4 copies. It's an X and a black for an instant, and it does the March text, and it also does X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life. So in a control deck that can build up to a lot of mana over time, the ability to gain back a lot of life makes it really hard for the opponent to punk you out with burn spells or Meat Hook Massacre triggers, or just those little nickel and dime ways of doing things, Oni, Cult Anvil, etc. This deck does have some weaknesses. It doesn't have a lot of enchantment and artifact removal. We are relying on stealing them from the opponent. If you download the deck list, you'll notice that there is a sideboard full of lessons. Why are there lessons? There are no learn cards, because we might steal a lesson or learn card, a learn card with Siphon Insight or Katos. So if we do that, we're really going to want to have something in the sideboard to get. I'm also going with 4 copies of Dismal Backwater to make sure that the mana is nice and smooth. We're sort of splashing blue, but when you don't have 2 blue for Memory Deluge, you really feel it. So yeah, I've got 4 Dismal Backwaters and 4 Pathways and 4 Marsh. I'm a little worried about too many tapped lands, but we're going to put it to the test. It's been good so far. All right, we're on Mythic's doorstep. We're going to stop complaining and get back to just wrecking aggro, and that's going to be our sweet revenge. There will be 0 salt in this video. I can feel it right now. Obviously, nothing will break my constitution. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. This will require a cold one. Regular. Can't get blue flavors around here. A shame. The Eastern Shade. I remember this card. All right. We have some ways to remove things, and we hit the hand. You hate hitting the hand on the draw, though, but I'm going to keep it because hopefully March can bring it back. And I'm probably just going to play this Restoration. I don't think there's a chance in hell I end up casting it. Our opponent with a snow-covered forest. We know what that means. I mean, mono green and the occasional Renegade Werewolf are the only things that play these cards. So, big question, do we hit up the hand and take the 3 for a little bit? We can always give it the Blood Chief's Thirst later. I think that's the plan. We want to hit a troll if they have one. Oh my god. Okay then, let's just go for this troll and hope they don't hit land for 1 turn so we can take the other troll. That worked out great. I'm so happy. Don't you love it when they do that? When they just keep a sus hand but get away with it? Isn't it beautiful? But that's okay. Nothing's going to tilt me today. The one and best of one does not care. We has no fear. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna tilt though. I won't do it. I won't do it. Nope. No tilts. Okay, 2 games in a row. Seagate Restoration in the opener. The spot removal's a little bit better this time, and we're on the play. Our last opponent drew perfect. Why can't we? All right, that's nice. So far, so good. So, black mana, white mana. Dawnbringer Cleric. What the hell? What are you doing? Yeah, you can gain 2 life. It's not gonna bother me much. Let's see what you're cooking. Ooh. I love both these cards. All right. That seems good. That seems real good. Dude, what is our opponent's deck? Is this a little bit of technology? Do they use it against other black-white mirrors because the matchmaker serves them black-white all day? I can understand that. I can understand having to solve those kind of problems. The problems you shouldn't have to solve. What the hell? When it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life. When it leaves the battlefield, draw a card. That's value! That's so much value. All right, let's keep digging at him. Yeah? Cool. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and drop it. That looks fun. I like this. I'm just gonna play the superior deck out of my blue-black shell. 3 toughness on both of these, though. That's a lot. We can go down in life total, though, because we have March. March helps you turn races around. Good lord. They really believe in that card, don't they? All right, play you. Here's a token. I mean, so far what they've shown us is that they're going to just keep attacking. So let's let them attack. Let's take a lot of damage. At some point we'll march. In the meantime, we'll get set up. It'll be sweet. They look like good old black-white. 3 toughness, though. 3 toughness. It's gonna be a minute before we can spar with them effectively. Nothing. If they had a Vanishing Verse, they'd play it, right? Maybe? Maybe. Here's Mama.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
I think the opponent's going to kill the Wandering Emperor. Let's just make a samurai. This feels like Vanishing Verse. My announcement! Okay. Why the announcement? It already got me value. I don't know. That's a little sus. Mike punch. 1, 2. I gotta watch it. When it gets too low, I accidentally hit it when going for the keyboard. And sometimes when I'm feeling myself on attack all, I go for the keyboard. We chill. We chill. see how the opponent wants to try to mess with the Emperor. If you haven't listened to the soundtrack to Kamigawa Neon Dynasty from Jonathan Young on Spotify, this is an unpaid plug, but you'll get more of my references because I listen to it way too much. That's when Kato lost the Emperor. It's better than I make it sound. Actually, do we just want to like shatter and grasp? No, if we shatter now, they'll sacrifice this one. That ship sailed, unfortunately. All right, so that's 5 life if it hits. They had to expect some kind of removal there.
Back off.
All right, they're up to a full grip. They have 7 freaking cards. What kind of a control mage am I? The kind who hasn't drawn Memory Deluge. And they play Doomscar. Of course they play Doomscar. How could I? What? Why would I not expect the Doomscar? All right. So we have some interesting choices. I am worried about Cave attacking the Emperor here. So what we could do is power this up, put a counter on it, attack. But I think I'm way more fond of Lulth, Infernal Grasp open, make army.
Let your blade do the talking.
Nice Doomscar. The circuits, they're being mended. They're being mended all over the place. Another Doomscar has been foretold. Sweet. So it's whenever it leaves the battlefield, so exile doesn't fix it, so to speak. Let's draw.
Go, my children.
Let's put a counter on the thing that doesn't have menace. Let's turn this stuff sideways. I'm probably going to sweep the board again, but we can reload to this exact position again very easily. But I like having mana up. I like having mana up to kill the Cave of the Frost Dragon if it goes after something. Field of Ruins also holding it off nicely. You gonna Doomscar? You want to Doomscar these? You want to make me do this again? You want to rinse, wash, and repeat? Come on. Come on. Okay. Nah, no Doom today, just a wedding. Never mind.
I will get what I want.
1/1 acquired. Have a little of these. Have a little of this.
What I demand. We must protect the people.
If I had 1 more mana, I'd be totally down for this haul attack. You know what? I should haul attack. I should be aggressive here. I shouldn't be so scared. I should stop being, as I described in the intro, should stop being a little bitch. So playing with my new audio toys reminds me, let me know if the audio does the static stuttery thing in this video. I do not care. People coming in my Discord being like, hey, I know how to fix your audio issues from like 3 videos ago. I don't care about those anymore. I only care if they still exist.
A setback.
I'm optimistic that we fixed it. Speaking of fixing it, our opponent on a mission of pain here. They choose violence. All right. Dead. Power up. We just need to top a land here because the opponent's going to make another 1/1. If we top a land, we can Infernal Grasp the 1/1 and swing. Opponent's willing to take the risk. They're going after the Emperor. I mean, the Emperor's going to kill him eventually if they don't, so it makes sense.
For this.
Oh, they have another blocker. All right. Well, we'll just make them chump every turn for the rest of the game. That has menace. That can be a problem. How do they get out of it? Under siege. Well, more Dawnbringer clerics is often the solution. Sure it is. They could swing an attack with their cave. Or they could power it up, and if these all blocked the hall... Nope. Oh, they take the fight to me. I see. Lovely. So they have to block this. Wait, do I have lethal? I think I do. That's an oops. I mean, I guess opponents thinking I can't sit back forever anyway. So maybe it's not an oops. But it worked out for us. Maybe I has Mythic this time? I did not get it last time. I was denied. Freaking mono green, man. All right, on the play, good. Let's see what kind of opponent the matchmaker has brought for us. We have a meat hook in our opener and a test of talents, so I can't conspirize like which deck they're playing that's good against both. Green again? Like, seriously? When did people decide to go back to green? So I don't really want to thirst it because I have Meat Hook. Meat Hook isn't very good against green because it's slow. But here, let's hope that they just play another 1/1 or another 1 toughness. Just play 2 more pack leaders. Okay. Well, let's see, they might level that next turn. How do we want to do this? Now I need to check them for traps. There is another pack leader. We want them to play that. So next turn they're probably going to level. And we'll see where they put the counter. But let's hold the thirst. Let's hold it. Because if they put the counter on the 2/1 and we draw a land, we just get everything. It's awesome. Okay. Draw the land. Draw the land. Just draw the land. Do they suss a meat hook? Maybe they do. Okay. No land. No land. All right, this is getting upsetting. I play 27 if you're wondering. Opponent, like, they have no problem. They actually, this is one of the few decks that might play an equivalent like 28 or something because of their mammoths and such, but it's still Garbo. I'm still getting scammed. I can't hit. I can't do it. I actually can't hit land from either deck. All right, let's see if their Ranger class pays off here. Not yet. So what they have on top of their deck might be land. Wait, what? Come on. Come on. I'm not gonna get salty. I'm not... Oh, God. I can't take it. I can't take it, you guys. All right. I just can't do it. Oh, I feel the salt coming. How did I get mana screwed from 2 decks? Look at them. They can't miss. They can't miss. Give them a chance to put the counter in the wrong place, but they don't. They can't miss. It's impossible. Like, the painful thing about discard spells. Oh my god, we still haven't. One more chance. Can I have a land from either deck? No! No! What were the odds? Somebody find the odds! What were the chances? I have 27. They probably have 28. And I couldn't draw a land from either deck in like 9 draws? Are you freaking kidding me? But I won't get salty. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. All decks will have 30 land. Because what happened last game is unacceptable in the freaking universe. I just... Ugh. All right. 3 lands in this hand. Will we draw 4th ever? Let's put it to the test. It's a fine hand. It'll work. It'll work. Be nice to go first, but, you know, I can't do that. Just kill everything. Kill everything the runes player touches. From the get-go. Make them blink. Okay. Meow. Get rid of that. Don, shut up. I'm not in the mood. Not salty. I'm dealing. All right, leave me alone. Here comes the showdown of the Scalds off the top. All right, we've obliterated their forces. Surely they won't just rip showdown of the Scalds. Rune Forgy. So frustrating. If I had gone first, I wouldn't have had to take hits from anything, but it is what it is. Of course, they get their Rune of Speed, and they're gonna give it haste, and it never ends. It never ends with this deck. Whoa, they didn't play it. Why didn't they play it? They have something else they want to give haste. So they want to play the Naturalist and probably go off next turn. I guess we'll wait, let them target with it. Maybe we can deny them a draw step, and if they don't play into it, we play Memory Deluge and reload. They play their Boseiju. They play their Kami. Dude, they've got all the creatures. If I delete this now, they can still cast the rune. I guess I'll wait and see what they target with the rune. Probably the Kami. But at least they don't get the card. So they have the combo, but they don't have cards. So before they top deck showdown, we have to figure out how to solve it. Vault it up.
I'm a gift in exchange.
How good is their draw step? We have been outdrawn brutally today. So let's see if they do it again. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy block. Eventually they gotta stop outdrawing us, right? Eventually. Let's have the cards. I think the cards are important. Okay. I was hoping to find another removal spell, failed to do it. Okay, they're moving in. Now would be a good time to find a hook. Nice. March. I'd much rather have a hook. We're at 12, they're attacking with 6. They can't attack into an untapped hive, though. At least not easily. Nice top deck. Okay, we have to hit a... We've got to hit here, right? We got to hit the stroke. There it is. Okay. That's good. This is fine. We're gonna go to a low life total, but we can fight our way back. 5. Ooh, baby. Yeah, you're gonna say nice again. Here we go. All right, you'll just get no creatures for the rest of the game. That's my plan. We let them have no creatures. Their runes enchant nothing. It's gonna be great. They're holding. What are they holding? All right. I'll take that. I think a Hall of the Storm Giants with Trample sounds really good. Again? All right, give this a try. No negate this time. Boo. Boo. Okay. Scary. We've got these runes. Let's see if they play them. I mean, still just kill everything. Just kill everything. And they can't do it. They can't get through it. Legendary land rule, try to draw, kill it. I gain 1 life every time I kill a creature, so that helps. Onyx! Lady Onyx! Let's go.
Open your books to page...
I guess I'll take the 1 life. Could be relevant.
I have impeccable study habits.
The voice lines are worth 1 copy of Onyx alone. That's a problem. All right, kill a thing. Gaining lots of life now from Onyx being on the field. And we have got the marches. Marches are good. Mauling, Sorin, Siphon. Just kill stuff until they die, right? Well, this is 2 triggers as well. It's very cheap. I mean, what are we going to hit from them? They don't have anything that gets rid of their own Hallowed Haunting. Let's just take the removal. Plus the Siphon goes to the graveyard where it's castable, and that's fun. All right, Showdown Gamer, what you got? Reign of Truth. Okay. They put a counter there. They make another dork. They give the +1/+1 here. All right, 1. We want to do this. I guess. Then we want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gain that life, baby. They get their Kami back. Go, Onyx, go. Negate. Shut down the next Showdown or the next Hallowed Haunting. Big find.
Ugh, there has to be an answer here.
Patience, patience, patience. It's a win con, I hear. Kami's in the house. Can just block them with Hall of the Storm Giants, unless they do something better. If they figure that out and don't attack, we play Memory Deluge and drain them and dig up some more sweet cards. Still have 24 beautiful cards in our library to torture them with. Rune of Sustenance. I think that's fine. Their card is a land. They flooded. Beautiful. They have no attack. The futileness of what they're doing overcomes them, and they scoop into despair. All right, winning in for Mythic. Take 3. I've now been blocked from Mythic 3 times by Werewolf frickin' Pack Leader, and 2 of them I did not draw a 4th land in the game. So it is ugly. I am on the draw again. Like, oof. But I'm not mad. Totally not salty. I wouldn't get salty. It's not how I roll at all. Not salty. Just gotta make the best of it. Just gotta man up. You got to man up. Took a bullet from me and you. Marsh versus Marsh. Esper. I've seen all kinds of people trying to make Esper work. Foretell. I've seen so many weird Esper builds, from the Planeswalker-y stuff to the mid-rangey stuff to Hullbreaker Horror. So I have no idea what I'm up against. Just play land, I guess. I hope that they're like trying to win with Planeswalkers, because we have so many ways to hit Planeswalkers in this deck. They gain a little value when they make a creature, but for the most part, we're chilling. Now, if they're trying to win with Hullbreaker Horror, we only have select answers to keep that from happening, but we're okay. Basically, if we draw fine, we should do good. Like, these counter spells are very helpful. We just have to draw plenty of land, which we've done well with so far. Drawing our hand hate cards will be very important, but we should have the advantage. Okay, starting to sweat a little bit. Let's see if they counter Sorin. Sure. Not gonna fight over it. Not in a situation where they'll probably win the fight. Okay. Get that out of there. Too much tempo. And let's see what they do while we're tapped out. Main phase Deluge. Okay, we need to draw our Memory Deluge. It's kind of unfair that they have theirs. Or Siphon Insight, one of the two. I miss Cling to Dust. What a good card that was. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do anything that turn. Maybe blinking first was a huge mistake. They get Teachings here. So good for them. Better. They have March. Yep, March of Wretched Sorrow and 2 Doom Scars. Okay, their hand isn't very good. We're gonna counter their flashback on the Deluge, and we'll be fine. And then we're kind of at parity, and whoever draws the next Deluge has a huge advantage. Not a land. Okay, we drew that. They don't have an easy answer to that. Unless they draw it. They drew something they didn't play last turn, but it could be a number of things. They're checking my graveyard. They have a Catus? Kutus? Oh. Just some angels. Alright. They want to race? We'll race. Three hits and you're out. I think that they drew that a turn before and held it. Just from the way priority moved. So this is still... They top decked the call last turn. They drew this 2 turns ago. So this is a mystery. Maybe it's another Jwari. Interesting. So if they block, they deal 4. And then they can pay 1 and 2. And then 1, 2, 3 to cast March and kill the Hall. If we play Kaito, they march the Kaito. It's pretty bad for us. So what do we really want to happen here? I could make a ninja. Just get in for one. It's not great. But if they use the march on this, then maybe the hull starts dealing serious damage. Okay. Talk myself into it.
Hope you're ready for some mind games. I got someone on the inside who can help.
I'm trying to phase. May I phase? The opponent can march now. They do not. Interesting. They see through my plan. They're saving March to deal with Hall until they have something else that deals with it, because Hall can end games. Hall is vicious. No attacks. All right. Here's the surprise, I guess you could say. See if they have another Jouari. No. Okay. Good, good, good. Let's see. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they discard a black card, it's 6, 7. But I don't believe in that. I don't think they have it. That's obnoxious.
Finally, I'm home.
What a nice draw they had. Alright. We'll be okay. Meat hook? Not good.
Juicy secret.
Not good. Where are the cards that are good in this matchup? Their draws have been not bad since they were stuck with 2 Doomskars in a March. They have drawn 3 Doomskars. I can't complain too much. But I'm gonna. Because that's what we do here. I talk my thought process out. It's not very filtered. If you can't handle unfiltered thought processes of humans, well, let's just say that if you were gifted, like, X-Men style, the ability of telepathy, you would be very frustrated. Not everybody thinks in nice thoughts all the time. They're gonna march Kaido right here. Right? Why are they holding this march? Do they not know it hits Planeswalkers? You gotta do it. They foretell another Doomskar, because why not? There it is. Okay.
The fun just started.
Another march. So they showed us angel tokens. I don't think exiling this really matters. Maybe the best thing I can do here is just March Town. But this is an instant, this is not. Okay. So let's use the sorcery while it's not hurting us too bad. But we're in trouble. This is definitely back to a situation where the next Memory Deluge should win. Or the next, like, rip a counter spell. Fortunately, it hasn't happened to us yet, but we haven't drawn any Memory Deluges in this game or Siphon Insight. Okay, that's so bad. That is so bad for us. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Dude, the shuffler hates me today, man. It really does. I'm telling you, this has been a gross torture session. The deck is fine. Like, we should be able to play these matches. We just can't draw. Well, better late than never, I guess, but they probably have at least... they probably have Test of Talents now. Okay. I guess it's unclear what they do for counterspells. They have 1 negate showing. It's not particularly impressive. Siphon Insight also got a lot better when Divide by Zero got banned. That's not really a card. That doesn't scare me one bit. Alright. If their win cons suck, we might still be in this. Ooh, they probably wanted that card. Okay. Let's hold. We're probably going to have to fight a fight over this Imrith hitting me. They've got the horror. But all these other things aren't going to be that relevant. They still got 2 Saw It Comings and a Behold the Multiverse. Jesus. So greedy. Alright. How are we going to get rid of that horror, though? They've got so many ways to bounce it. And they can bounce their own thing in the Wandering Emperor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then... what? Yeah, they can bounce this back to their hand, which is brutal. But if they make that play, then they also have to play like a removal spell on something, which isn't ideal for them. Slice and dice. Okay. It's kind of weird. We don't want them to get back their own Wandering Emperor, so we'll just make a 2/2 here.
See you later. Guards, to me.
And now we have to get ready to fight the horror at every turn. Which they may, if they just don't play it, eventually they'll deck, so... they didn't have a way to get it back, and they only have 3 mana here. Oh, I guess they can also march, right? They're marching now. And they have Vanishing Verse. They can target their own card. Pretty frustrating. But I guess we have to try. I don't want the opponent to draw. Do I have... gosh, I only have 7. I don't have 8 for the march. I still have 4 Memory Delusions. If I draw 1, though, I'm in this. This might be a Saw It Coming, but I'm 90% sure it's a Doomscar because I saw it sooner. Yep, there's the verse. And bounce their own horror. Yep. Nice stack. Do they have another way to save their horror if I draw a land and try to march it next turn? That's the question. Check for traps would be great, too. Although they can play it in response. I definitely have the tools. I need to draw them. That's a tapped land. God. Why? Why a tapped land? It's so bad. Okay, maybe they'll be nervous about playing their horror here. It almost died last time. They are nervous. Okay. Okay. They're not going to play it till they can protect it. So, who knows? It means we get another turn to draw. That's another Doomscar. Siphon Insight, not bad. Might find a way to kill their horror with their card. No play. So they don't have a way to protect it yet. They're drawing land. We know they don't have another Test of Talents. I already spent mine, too. No, I didn't. I spent theirs. Not that that's particularly relevant against Hullbreaker Horror. But we're looking for ways to kill Hullbreaker Horrors. Sunset, no regret. I guess I'll take a cantrip. There, that's not bad, but neither of those deal with the horror. Do we just hold up March here, or do we draw? I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw. Okay. Getting very spooky. But they're not deploying it, so their draws aren't great. The tension! Okay, foretell something. That we don't know. Life and a card. They're at 16 cards, we're at 31. They've seen almost twice as many cards as we have. Okay. So, that's our plan. Probably to mill them. They don't like seeing that, I'm sure. I don't know, I might cast the Seagate Restoration. We're just going after their library here. They're thinking about it. They scoop! They scoop! They had saw it coming exiled in Foretell, but they just had enough, man. They just had enough. And they give up even with Hullbreaker Horror in hand. If they had just run it out on a few occasions there, I didn't have a good way to kill it. Holy crap. Alright. This is my 4th attempt at Mythic with this deck. We've been literally between Diamond 5 and Diamond 6 for an hour. If that's not Dimir control, I don't know what is. We go first. Okay, is this going to be the time? Our hand is okay. Could be better, but it's not terrible. It's definitely playable. What kind of opponent will be served up to us? They have Simic? Or Selesnya. Simic sleeves, not Selesnya. And I call myself a Magic player. Almost getting those wrong. Haha, I'm at 22. You can't beat me. Blue-white? And they played turn 1 Jwari? I'm going right at him. I'm going right at him. What do you got? Of course. But that's okay. Now they can't play it on Deluge, right? How much stack interaction can somebody play in Modern Magic? Not that much. But then I say that, and I always run into like the greediest old school control players who have like 9 counter spells in their deck. Their plan, unquote, against aggro is 4 Doom Scars. They have no respect for the game. Oh, I hope you miss a land drop now. They bust out the rope. I don't know, man. Come on, this is my Mythic win in it. Make it look close. Put up a fight. Please. Please. Cringe. I'm just doing this now then. Like I checked for priority, there was none. We took a chance. Please, come on, I need this Mythic to look good. We're just gonna assume they just drew that. And that they could have foretold last turn but didn't. That's what we're going to assume. If I lose this now after that, ooh, deck deletion levels of cringe. I mean, they're just mana screwed over there. It's very sad. I'm just going right at him. I'm just going right after him. Make them use all their counter spells if I can. She's on the stack. They have something that works on the stack, so they should play it. Because anything will counter this pretty much. Jawari, Stroke, saw it coming. This is the cringiest Mythic I think I've ever seen. Resolves. Okay.
New job, new life, new
I'll just take the marsh. Untapped land lets me memory deluge.
Let's go digging.
Ah, that's what was holding their priority. Take 3. Nice. After all the mana problems I've had, it's anticlimactic, but it's so appropriate that it would come down to somebody just having terrible mana issues. It's just not me this time. Bankbuster's pretty good. That's pretty good too.
I have impeccable study habits.
I plan to put the memory deluge on the stack rather than attacking with the hive. Opponent has to do something about this someday. They keep beholding the multiverse. That's a hard way to do it. Oh man, that resolves. They're out of here. My choices were amazing. I think I would have taken Catus and just taken their Behold the Multiverse. Give it to me. That was anticlimactic after the nonsense of today, but Mythic is Mythic, baby. Don't let anybody tell you different. Not even me. Let's get that number check. Let's get them digits. Ooh, teachings. Nice. We enter at 207, just outside of the top 200. So, let the grind to number 1 begin. We'll start that tomorrow. This deck, I feel like you saw the worst of it. It was definitely better in the games I played on my iPad last night preparing for today's video. That is just the way of the world, though. You shouldn't, let's do a check. 23 land, 24, 25, 26, 27 land. I mean, you shouldn't have multiple games like decided by not hitting your 4th land drop with that kind of setup. But alas, it happens, and it happens to everybody. And if it makes you salty, that doesn't make you a bad person, no matter what anybody says on the internet. It makes you human. It's all about how you respond. Do you get yourself back up and rise again? We rose today. We ascended to the mythicness. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You're cool.